Now we come to reporting and so on, so that we know where we stand, so we can control the program. Now I sit in this steering committee. The project planner shows a 10,000 or 100,000 line Microsoft project thing, or he shows an S-curve, and he shows my S-curve is below the S-curve or head. And I have no, I don't know whether my head, whether I'm below, behind, what the hell is going on. And in some way, I think from a management view, now, you know, people at different levels need different types of detail and so on. But at the management level, one needs very simple things. And what I'm trying to show here is showing how the end of job cost is progressing, showing a one-page quality report, a one-page schedule, a one-page performance thing, how I'm doing against my benefits, showing a one-page risk thing. And if you haven't looked at the one-page project manager, it's a little book, very simple, one-page project manager, OPPM. Those people, I forgot the guy's name, I see the reference list. They say you should be able to put any report, management type of report, on one page. You don't need more than one page to show this. And they have examples and things. And this guy makes a whole living out of this book and teaching people how to do one-page project manager reports. And his son is in the business now, and his daughter is in the business, and so on. So he's done quite a successful thing. We didn't go that far, but at least we are saying try and do each element on one simple page that goes into the steering committee and people can understand. Baseline stuff. What we mean by a baseline is, what is the performance of the business? Right? When you start a program or a project for that matter, you base it on a certain set of things. You say that at the moment the business is producing so much of product and this quality, blah, 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 blah. Right? And this is the business baseline, and you say, my project will, on that baseline, add that delta, and I'll end up here. Now what happens is, 4, 5, 6 years after this, things have happened, eh? And now this business isn't performing there. It could be performing there, and it could be performing here. And you commission your project, and you get called in, and it says, you have made no difference. We spent all this money, we didn't get any benefit. What the hell have we spent this money for? So what I'm trying to say here, this graph is the NOx emissions from all the power stations, one of the things in the example. We say we start at this point here, that's the total emissions, and we track it regularly. And the business must report in the steering committees how they're progressing. So suddenly they started saying, oh hell, but you know, there is more NOx being emitted. You know? What I'm saying here is that the temperature control on this burner went haywire and they didn't notice it. So better fix it, Mr. Business. There is another problem that occurred, or whatever, so that you know when you commission a project, one of the projects, you know where you stand, and you can meet you can say, this is exactly what this project is. If you don't, you know, you really cannot prove what you've done, and then the inquiries come, and the time is wasted on all sorts of explanations and these interesting things. Right. Now, a bit about review and launching and so on. I'm just coming back to this page. Programs go on and on and on, and suddenly everybody is unhappy, and they say, I have no idea what goes on. We better review this program now. And now head office comes in to help you. And you know, it really is wasting a hell of a lot of time. So the first thing that we propose is that you have regular, understandable reports that goes to the right people as communicated. So people know where you stand in terms of key measures. And there could be other things as well that you need to report on. If you have that and people are comfortable, hopefully you won't get this head office coming to help you thing. at least if head office comes and helps you, you have the information properly. You can say this is here, and they can, there are always people, you must always listen to some advice as well, and so on. So that is not the issue, but the issue is really to try and be ready for the reviews with the right information, and to try and not get reviews that are forced on you because people are getting very uncomfortable as to where the program stands and so forth. Right, and that is all those elements. Just as a last point, these sequential elements are not sequential like that, as you can imagine. You will start shaping, and then you'll start planning some projects, then you start launching some projects. So they are a bit interlinked, they're a bit overlapping, and so forth, up to a point where you really know what is going on in this program. So I hope this does not confuse you too much, but it gives you some food for thought, and we can discuss and talk whenever in the future if you would like.